Good evening and welcome to the March 9th City Mason Council meeting. We have an amazing crowd with us tonight. Is my mic on? Is it on?
Yes.
Okay.
He says it
is. Is it good? Okay. All right. Oh, good. Oh, we can? All right. Good evening. I love all the conversations. I love just hearing the bustle about, and appreciate you all being here. Very exciting night tonight. So we want to get started. We want to make sure we have plenty of time to recognize all of our special guests and the accomplishments of everybody in the room. Let's go ahead and call the meeting to order, and roll call, please.
Councilmember Bennett?
Here.
Councilmember Burrell?
Here.
Councilmember Singh?
Here.
Councilmember Spaeth?
Here.
Councilmember Swamy?
Here.
Vice Mayor Gibson?
Here.
Mayor Stricula?
Here. All right, please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, we'll start things off with a motion to approve the minutes from the February 9th council meeting.
So make the motion.
Second? Great. All in favor?
Yes.
Yes.
Any opposed? Any abstain? City Manager's report. Mr. Hanson.
Thank you, Mayor. I'm going to keep this brief because I'm intimidated. So keep it to some high-level stuff because I know we have some more interesting stuff right after me. Want to mention that our campus safety team is doing some safety workshops. There's self-defense workshop in March, and in April, a program on the Blue Envelope program, which we'll learn a little bit more about in a moment. And then May is CRACE training, civic response to active shooters. Information on the webpage. Very proud of the campus safety team for putting these type of programs together. Also want to announce on Monday, March 16th, the new Grizzly Golf Pro Shop, as well as the Cincinnati Open Sporting Club at Legacy Park will be officially opening to the public. This is a kind of crowning achievement, especially for City Council, with the role that was played in securing that $260 million campus transformation, as well as the future of golf. Highlights our continued partnership with BMOC Sports. And also, and this may be the most interesting thing I have, is the 2025 tax filing deadline remains on Wednesday, April 15th, but the city does offer for those looking for assistance, online tax filing. You can call in for phone assistance, you can come in person, or you can drop off your filing preparation materials, and Mason tax staff will assist with getting those together. City offices will be closed on Friday, April 3rd. That's in observance of Good Friday, but the Community Center and the Aquatic Center will be open with normal operating hours. Reminder, and wanted to highlight, and we may talk about this a little bit more at the end of the meeting, the America 250 celebrations, encouraging the public to participate and enjoy 250 minutes of community service initiative, as well as the America 250 Wellness Challenge. And coming up is What America Means to Me video compilation. They'll be part of the city's Red Rhythm and Boom event on July 3rd. Residents can visit the city's webpage at imaginemason.org to learn more about those. And then Saturday, April 18th, Council may recall Noah Lippett and the Noah Lippett Foundation met here at Council. They will be hosting the first annual Lieutenant Corporal Noah Lippett 316 Challenge at Cor Nixon Park. That's on April 18th. It begins at 9 a.m. Information on registering, and there is a discount for premier members of the Community Center, is at www.noahlippettfoundation.com. And then I do have two business items, two liquor permits. Both of them are simply transfers of ownership, one for from ADS Kamal Inc., doing business as Mason Quickmark, to Shri Sadi LLC. And council, that's for a permit class of C1, C2, which is beer only in original sealed containers for carryout until 1 a.m., and wine in certain prepackaged mixed drinks in sealed container for carryout only until 1 a.m. Council can request a hearing or not request a hearing via motion.
I'll ask for a motion to request or not request a hearing.
I'll make a motion not to request a hearing.
Second. All in favor? Yes. Any opposed?
The next one is Philly Petroleum LLC to GP Jomart LLC, is for a C2X and a C2. That is wine and certain prepackaged mixed drinks in sealed containers for carryout only until 1 a.m., and beer only in original sealed containers for carryout only until 1 a.m. Council can again request or not request a hearing via motion.
I'll ask for a motion to request or not request a hearing.
I'll make the motion to not request a hearing.
Second.
All in favor?
Yes.
Any opposed? Perfect.
Thank you, Mayor. Next, I'd like to kind of jump down on the agenda a little bit and maybe help get to more interesting stuff faster. We have a number of special guests here, but the first one I want to introduce actually works for the City of Mason. That is Lieutenant Steve Temple. He is one of the, and since we're in a private group here, I can say this, he is one of the better members of our police department. Amongst his responsibilities is the campus safety program mentioned earlier, and he is actually the one that will teach us all about the Blue Envelope program.
Thank you, Mr. Hanson. Everybody hear me okay? It's great that we have such a large audience for this. This is an amazing program. Thank you, Council, for having us. I'm super excited to announce the kickoff of the City of Mason's Blue Envelope program. This is a nationwide program. We're adopting it locally. We did that in conjunction with a lot of local partners in our community that we reached out to make sure that we did it the right way. Again, this is an amazing program. Some of you might be asking, what is the City of Mason Blue Envelope program? Quite literally, it is a blue envelope that is intended to reduce stress and anxiety amongst those drivers who may have a communication disability. And what that does is we encourage people to put, or drivers to put, this is what the blue envelope looks like. So we encourage you to put information in here all in one place so that if you get pulled over or if you're involved in an emergency situation, that you would have all of your important documents inside one envelope that you could hand the officer. And what that is that's intended to reduce stress and anxiety, kind of like I have right now, with to give to the officer. And what that does is that helps build understanding between the officer and the driver and helps to reduce that stress. This is what the Blue Envelope program does, or that's exactly what it says on the front of this. And what that is that's instructions not only for the driver, but also for the officer that may come in contact with the driver during an emergency or during this traffic stop. It's intended for everybody to be able to understand each other and build that collaboration and communication when it's difficult. So this is what we ask that's included inside the Blue Envelope program: a copy of your driver's license, your vehicle registration card, a copy of your insurance card, emergency contact list, medical history, or any other documents that you feel would be pertinent to help law enforcement, first responders, help ease that communication. That way we have that proper information. This is just a template for the emergency contact list. We recommend to fill this out and include this in here in the event that we would have trouble communicating with the driver during either an emergency or during a traffic stop. So we could contact somebody on the emergency contact list and find out how best to communicate. I think this is just an important part of the program that we can really help bridge that gap. This is medical history and questionnaire. Basically what this does, we want you to put in medical history, medications, any allergies that you may have in the event that there's a situation where the person may need emergency medical services. That enables us to better treat that patient. This next program that I want to talk about is a high disability verification form. This is actually a statewide program that we wanted to basically combine with the Blue Envelope program. They've recently just changed this with Keith's Law to be the Ohio Disability Verification Program. So this could be any disability. You can register with the Ohio BMV, and law enforcement officers would know when either we have a traffic stop or a traffic crash, any type of interaction with somebody, we would be alerted upon running either the license plate or a driver's license. So this could include if you have family members in the car with you that may have a communication disability or any other disability, that would help alert law enforcement that there may be somebody else in the car that struggles with communication. So we recommend that you place a sticker, as you can see there. What that does is if you place a sticker on the driver's side back panel window, that will give first responders an immediate, basically a visible way for us to identify that somebody may have a blue envelope and help us with that understanding piece. Where can you obtain a copy of the Blue Envelope program? Obviously at the Mason Police Department, both of our stations, fire stations in the city, 51 and 52, the Mason Community Center, and then we will also have them at the Warren County Developmental Board of Disabilities. As Mr. Hanson talked about earlier, we'll have continued Blue Envelope specific training throughout the year. We're going to have a safety workshop, which I'll talk about at the next slide, but then I also wanted to talk about some of the trainings that City of Mason first responders go through to help build understanding and just help us with this program. I've spoke to the law enforcement officers in our jurisdiction, the City of Mason Police Department, about the Blue Envelope program, so everybody is aware of what to do if they see a blue envelope. And we've also communicated with other agencies to let them know. But we have autism awareness training that we've taken, CIT, which is a great help when we're talking about de-escalation and understanding. We've taken de-escalation training as it relates to dealing with individuals with autism. We carry Carter kits in our supervisors' cars, so what those are basically backpacks that contain fidgets and other items that would help us with dealing with somebody with a disability. We're going to have a safety workshop on April 9th. We're going to talk more about the Blue Envelope program, and we're also going to have hands-on experience where we could do mock traffic stops, learn how to talk to police officers and other first responders. So. As we talked about earlier, the campus safety team, Mr. Hanson already talked about some of the safety workshops that we're doing in the future. We're doing one on tomorrow night. That's going to be a protect class, or that's Thursday night, I'm sorry. Thursday night, we're going to do a protect class where that's basically personal safety. Some of the other things that we do as a part of those safety workshop is civilian response to active shooter. We do vulnerability threat assessments for your businesses. If there's a business in the city that would need a vulnerability threat assessment, we can conduct those. De-escalation training, we can teach people at the front desk or any employees really how to deal with individuals that are at an escalated state, and how do we bring the temperature in the room down to where we can get better communication. And then Stop the Bleed training, we partner with Mason Fire Department on Stop the Bleed training. So in the event of an emergency situation, you would learn how to remain safe. Thank you. Do we have any questions about the Blue Envelope program or anything else that campus safety offers? Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. Anybody can get a copy of the Blue Envelope and utilize it. You feel free to grab stickers, anything like that. We don't ask where you're located. It's more than happy. Like I said, this is a nationwide program, so most law enforcement agencies that you would come in contact at least have some information about it. Yes, sir. Yeah, so if you fill out the Ohio Disability Verification form, that would put an alert on that driver's license that either that person has a disability or somebody could be riding in the car, and it would go towards your driver's license and also to any vehicles that you may have, and that's all part of that verification form through the BMV. I believe you can also put that on the state ID.
Steve, could you repeat their questions, just so we have
Okay.
it on?
Yeah, so he asked if you have a state ID, could you enroll in that Ohio Disability Verification form? I believe so. And then she had a question, just so everybody can hear. If you do not live in the city, can you be a part of the program? Absolutely. We encourage anybody to be a part of this program. It is a nationwide program, so most law enforcement agencies will have some understanding of it. Yes, sir. You can put it, he asked how many copies should you put inside. If you just have one copy, they're actually cards, they're really nice, that go inside of them. You can actually just complete the cards and leave them inside here, and then copy your driver's license and insurance card. Yes, ma'am. She asked about anxiety and being stressed out about things. That's the purpose of the program, is to help reduce that anxiety and help bridge that communication gap that may occur during a traffic stop or other stressful events. Thank you, council, for time. I really appreciate it. We have copies of the blue envelope. I have a table set up just outside, if anybody would like a copy of the blue envelope program, and then also the vehicle decals. I have those outside as well. Thank you.
Lieutenant Temple, sorry, before you head out, will you be out there for the remainder of the meeting?
Yes, sir.
Thank you,
Yes,
sir.
Mayor.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Next, Mayor, I think I've told some of you the best council meetings I've ever been to, not very many of them, but the best ones, they always start with a choir. And I think we have a choir today. Is Ellen Hudson here with a choir? I think it's your turn.
Hello, everyone. We are the Voices of Warren County, and we are so excited to sing for you guys today. I hope you enjoy the show.
You are my fire, the one desire, believe when I say that I want it that way, but please, I'll do the heart, carry to your your fire, the one. Desire is the love. It's too late, but I won't. It's that way. Tell me right. Tell me right. I never wanted to stay. Now I can see that we're falling apart from way I used to be. Yeah, no matter the distance, I want to know that deep outside of me, you are my fire, and desire. You are. Don't wanna hear you say don't wanna hear you. Oh no. Tell me right. Tell me right. I never wanted to stay. Tell me right. I never wanted to stay. 'Cause I want it that way.
Sometimes in our lives, we all have things. If you have sorrow, but if we don't like, we all have things. Always tomorrow, lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I know I need somebody to lean on. Please swallow your pride. If I have things, always tomorrow, but no one can hear if there are things. If you won't let it show, lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long. I know I need somebody to lean on. Riri-Jama, Riri-Jama. Riri-Jama. Riri-Jama, Riri-Jama. Riri-Jama. I wanna be a friend. 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 Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I go. I need somebody to lean on.
We need the choir. We need the choir to come back up here. Can the choir please come back up here? Please. We want to get a photo with council and the choir. Plus, we have some gifts for the choir members, so please come back up.
it is definitely going to be hard to top that, but we have some amazing guests with us tonight, and we want to recognize some of those community partners that have done so much. And we've got a couple of different groups, and so first we want to recognize our Mason All-Stars. And if Mr. Rob Ariana, is that correct? Did I say that right? Awesome. Here we go. Thank you, Rob. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having us. My name's Rob Oriana. I'm a 23-year resident of our community and a proud father of 3 girls. Our oldest, Jordan, is our special needs treasure. 10 years ago, I approached a young Frank Blewett at the Mason Community Center with a simple idea. I wanted to start a basketball program for Jordan and her friends. Frank was supportive of the idea, and in January 2016, we had our first practice with 17 players. Since then, the program has grown to have over 120 players practicing and playing basketball twice a week the first 3 months of every year. No one person can take credit for this program's success. In fact, I often say that the people who deserve the credit are the coaches, their assistants, and volunteers. These individuals are responsible for creating a community that I am proud to be part of. Our practice and games are an opportunity of fellowship, exercise, and fun. It's time when our athletes can be surrounded by their peers, free from the pressures they sometimes face in the outside world. This league that we've created is a place for them to be themselves, to support one another, learn new schools, and develop a competitive edge. It's a community whose members show compassion, empathy, and kindness in a way that I wish everyone could emulate. I am constantly amazed and humbled by what I see on the court. Players will give up a basket to give someone else a chance. They will congratulate opposing players for scoring against them. They show up every week to do better, and nothing slows them down. I invite everyone here to come watch a game, better yet, become a volunteer. Our program has had its growing pains, but those challenges fade when you see the impact we have in these lives. This is a program that needs to continue for as long as there are players who want to play. And honestly, I would love to see it grow. Our players deserve every opportunity every typical child gets, whether it's basketball, baseball, tennis, or swimming, or anything else the community center has to offer. They are a treasure, and they are valuable, and they belong here. I want to thank you for allowing me to represent this group. Guys, stand up for me tonight. I'll leave you with one thought. While I appreciate that March is Disabilities Awareness Month, please remember that for these players and their families, every single day is a Disabilities Awareness Day. Nothing is typical for them. Not going to school, not playing a sport, not going out to dinner, not simply being part of the neighborhood. As stewards of our community, it is on all of us to keep creating opportunities for these individuals and to make them feel accepted, appreciated, and welcome. These are your Mason All-Stars. Absolutely. Hey, guys. Mason All-Stars, can you come up front for us? We're going to take a picture. They'd like to present you with a gift. How are you, Ishika? Good to see you. Hi, how are you? Good. Absolutely. Absolutely you can. I am not. That's Rhonda. Okay, good. Yes, absolutely, you're welcome. Yeah, so it's Mason All-Stars Basketball at gmail.com. You're welcome.
Thank you. Nice meeting you, Henry. Take care. All right, we're gonna keep going on. We've got another amazing group to introduce. And if I could ask Mrs. Debbie Newman to come up, she's going to tell us all about the Mason Manta Rays champions, please. Mason Manta Rays champions.
I would like to have all of our champion swimmers come up front as I do a little talk, just to recognize all of our champions. You hear a lot of jingling. They wore their medals from our state meet, so very well deserved.
Good job, guys.
So I'm known as Coach Debbie around these parts. I've been with Mason since 2018 as a Manta Ray coach. Back in 2022, Coach Trish approached me and asked me to be a part of this program with the champions, and I very, very gladly accepted. And it's been one of my most favorite groups of all because I get to have these swimmers every year, unlike with the Manta Rays where we pass them on as they grow into the different levels. So this is our fourth year. We have started with 14 members back in 2022. This past year we have 26 swimmers that swam this year, 8 brand new swimmers this year, so we are growing, which is amazing. Ages from 10 to 41, so we have a nice wide range of age groups. And we start in September each year, practice once a week. They have the opportunity to swim in exhibition meets during our home manta ray meets. So they get to practice their skills, they get to practice the competition, so they get ready for their big regionals and state meets that happen later in the year. We also host our third annual holiday classic that we have in December, where Butler County brings swimmers as well as Springboro. We're looking to add more counties to our meet for next year, so that's the plan. We had 48 swimmers attending. Each swimmer was allowed to swim up to 2 or 3 individual events, and then they had relays. So that was preparing them again for our big meet. This year, regionals was snowed out. It was the weekend of January 24th, and so we got snowed out. So the swimmers that were in regionals, some of them went to state. So we had 15 swimmers that represented us for state. The medals and the clinging that you hear is a lot of that awards that they earned. We had a total of 13 golds, 5 silvers, and 3 bronze. Wow, so yes. Lots of best times. It was a good time, and it's just one of my favorite meets to look forward to. We were at Ohio State this year. So we ended our season, and then we will start back in the fall every year. But we do have one swimmer that is continuing her training because she is representing the state of Ohio at the 2026 Special Olympics USA Games in Minneapolis in June. Kelly, go ahead, step up. So I love to talk about all of our swimmers and all the great accomplishments they have, but I know our time is shrunk for this meeting. But I just wanted to bring that up, just Kelly, because that's kind of a big deal to represent your state at a national level. So the other thing we have coming up at Mason is we have adaptive private lessons for swimming. So that's coming up the Pipeworks, and then we also hopefully want to grow the program here because it's really, really great for the community. I love seeing all the families come back every year, and it's just really, we're just blessed to have this here at Mason. So thank you.
Okay, and our next. Shall we?
Did you? Sure looked like you are having.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. All right, our next group that we'd like to recognize, our next community partner, is the Mason Challenger League and Jennifer Christmas. If she's here. Hey, Jennifer.
There she is.
Hey, yeah. All right, Jennifer, thank you.
Daddy, what are you doing? Almost, I almost forgot.
I'll let him get his picture real quick.
Give everybody. See ya. Have a good night.
Hi, thank you, City Council, for inviting me. So if there are any Challenger players left, can you please come up to the front?
Challenger.
All of our players actually, they play basketball. There are some that are part of the Manta Rays, so a lot of them have left. But if anyone is left, I would really appreciate it if you would come up to the front and so we can recognize you guys. And thanks for staying.
Yeah.
So, good evening. My name is Jen Christmas. I am the president of the Mason Challenger League. So the Mason Challenger League has been here in the city of Mason for probably over 10 years. We started out with 30 players playing against each other. We are now grown to just under 200 players. We are on 16 teams, and we will be playing on Saturdays at McKeno Park, the adaptive ball fields. So I would like to thank the City of Mason for recognizing the Challenger League and all the work that we've done together over these past few years. And as well as the other organizations, as I mentioned, a lot of our players, and I couldn't say it any better than what Rob had said, a lot of our players play all the same activities. So thank you, City of Mason, for having those opportunities for our children. The Challengers League's mission is to allow individuals with disabilities the opportunity to play baseball by adapting the game to each athlete's abilities. This would not happen without the support of the city and all of the volunteer coaches, buddies, parent helpers, board members, and all those who volunteer for us. We cannot thank you enough for the amazing adaptive ball fields at McKeno Park. We will be beginning our third season on the new fields this year, and we're super excited. If you haven't been out to McKeno Park and haven't checked them out, please come on Saturdays. We play pretty much all day on Saturday. While the registration for our season has closed, we start at the end of April. We're always, as Rob said, looking for volunteers. So family members, friends, please come out and enjoy it. I can't speak to enough. My son plays. This is a little bit overwhelming for him, so I didn't have him come tonight, but he plays and has played for the last 10, 12 years now. Words cannot express the joy on their faces. And then parents' faces, volunteers' faces, everyone who comes out and participates in it. Again, thank you to the City of Mason. The Challenger Board, looks forward to working with you again and in the future.
Okay, if council is willing, I'd like to ask to move up Resolution 2026-3 on the agenda to vote on that now, before all of our friends leave.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Yes.
Any opposed? Great. Now I got to get there. Resolution 2026-3, Mr. Forbes.
Thank you, Mayor. Resolution 2026-3, recognizing Developmental Disabilities Awareness Month. Whereas the City of Mason remains committed to building a culture of wellness so that all community members can reach their highest wellness potential, and whereas growing inclusivity in Mason is an essential component to Mason's wellness mission, and the city continuously strives to create safe and inclusive spaces and programs where community members of all ages and abilities can come together. And whereas the most effective way to increase this awareness is through everyone's active participation in community activities and the openness to learn and acknowledge each individual's contributions. And whereas throughout the month of March, the City of Mason is celebrating inclusivity and is encouraging the community to come together and recognize Mason as a community that embraces respect, compassion, and opportunity for all. And whereas the City of Mason encourages all citizens to support opportunities for individuals with developmental disabilities in our community that include full access to education, housing, employment, and recreational activities. And whereas this year's theme, "We're Here, Then, Now, Always," recognizes the enduring presence, resilience, and contributions of people with developmental disabilities across generations. And whereas the city's partnerships with organizations such as Warren County Board of Developmental Disabilities, Mason Challenger League Baseball, and Mason All-Stars Basketball are essential in the city's goal to provide continued support and opportunities for community members with developmental disabilities to enjoy a high quality of life in Mason. And whereas over 2,400 people with developmental disabilities are served by the Warren County Board of Developmental Disabilities, and their families, friends, neighbors, and coworkers encourage everyone to focus on the abilities of all people. Now therefore be it resolved by the Council of the City of Mason, Ohio, 7 members elected thereto concurring. Section 1, that the Council of the City of Mason hereby designates and proclaims March as Developmental Disabilities Awareness Month. Section 2, that the Clerk of Council will forward a copy of this resolution to Warren County Board of Developmental Disabilities to express appreciation for their continued support and advocacy. Section 3, that this resolution shall take effect and be in force from and after the earliest period allowed by law.
Motion to suspend the rule and allow for adoption after the first reading.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Yes.
Yes.
Any opposed? Motion to adopt.
So moved.
Second.
Council discussion? Roll call, please.
Councilmember Burrell?
Yes.
Councilmember Singh?
Yes.
Councilmember Spaeth?
Yes.
Councilmember Swamy?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Gibson?
Yes.
Mayor Stricula?
Yes.
Councilmember Bennett?
Yes.
Great. I would also like, we have one other special group here tonight that we'd like to recognize. In order to do that in a timely fashion, I'd ask that we move up Resolution 2026-4 on the agenda.
So moved.
Second.
Yes, we can. All in favor?
Yes.
Any opposed? Perfect. Before we do that, though, I would love to pose for a photo with the Warren County Department of Developmental Disabilities, if we could. If anybody's here, anybody's left? Hey, Kevin? Perfect. And my apologies, I'd like to invite Megan Manuel up to say a few words.
Thank you, Mayor. As he said, my name is Megan Manuel, and I'm the superintendent of the Warren County Board of Developmental Disabilities. I want to thank you for having us here. It's been a great night showing all of the wonderful talents that people with disabilities have, so thank you for having us. And here to celebrate March as Developmental Disabilities Awareness Month. Developmental Disabilities Awareness Month started in 1987 when President Ronald Reagan declared the month of March to be a month to celebrate people with developmental disabilities in order to increase public awareness and to show the potential of Americans with developmental disabilities. The Warren County Board of Developmental Disabilities serves almost 2,500 people of all ages. We have some who are babies in our early intervention program. We have kids, adults, people in their senior years. And we provide services throughout Warren County, including Lebanon, Springboro, Waynesville, Mainville, Franklin, and right here in Mason. We provide services including residential services, adult day supports, transportation, housing, family supports, recreation, advocacy, employment support, and service coordination. We appreciate the support of Mason residents and Mason City Council and for the inclusion of people with developmental disabilities in our community. And your leadership with that helps the people we serve to feel and to be included. I want to specifically address the McKeno Park, which has been a great addition to Mason and in the lives of the people we support. The park, the playground, and the adaptive fields provide wonderful opportunities for people of all ages to participate in activities that they may not have been able to do so without that. We were delighted to participate in the park through the donation of some land that was actually designated to the Warren County Board of Developmental Disabilities, and we couldn't imagine a better use for this land. It's a perfect way to utilize that and provide this opportunity for people. We're also excited to be holding our first Warren County Board of DD agency event at McKeno Park this year. Just in a few weeks, on Saturday, March 28th, we'll be holding our annual egg hunt there. And in the past, we've had that at the Miracle Field in Springboro. So we're going to move that to the south part of the county and hope to get some additional people there. We do still have we're not abandoning them. We still have a program there later in the fall, but we'll have that in the spring. So for any children 17 and under with developmental disabilities can come out. And we have a variety of hunts for that, including a traditional egg hunt, a wheelchair and walker accessible egg hunt, and then eggs that make noise for children who are blind or have low vision. So we're very excited about that opportunity. So thank you again for having us here tonight and for all of your support. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Ms. Manuel. We already moved Resolution 2026-4 up. So Mr. Forbes.
Thank you, Mayor. Resolution 2026-4, congratulating the Mason High School dance team on their 2026 National Championship title. Whereas the Mason High School dance team has achieved the extraordinary accomplishment of being named national champions, making the first time in school history that the team has earned this prestigious title. And whereas the Mason High School dance team traveled to Orlando, Florida to compete in the national finals at the ESPN Sports Arena, where they faced 10 of the top teams in the country, showcasing their talent, determination, and pride on the national stage. And whereas this remarkable achievement reflects years of dedication and growth, Apologies. Remarkable achievement reflects years of dedication and growth following an impressive 5th place finish and 8th place finish nationally in previous years, demonstrating the team's commitment to continuous discipline and excellence. And whereas the team, consisting of 20 girls and 2 boys, has been working on perfecting their hip-hop routine since last summer, practicing 3 to 5 times per week, ensuring every step was in sync and each twist perfectly timed. And whereas head coach Christina Hoyter and assistant coaches Morgan Elam and Holly Phelps led with passion and played a vital role in guiding the dancers to the highest level of competitive success. And whereas the City of Mason would like to congratulate the head coach, on her upcoming retirement as coach, as she leaves a legacy of excellence within the Mason community. And whereas the entire Mason community is incredibly proud of the accomplishments of the Mason High School dance team and their hard work, discipline, and commitment leading them to become national champions. Now therefore be it resolved by the Council of the City of Mason, Ohio, members elected thereto concurring, Section 1, that the Council of the City of Mason hereby congratulates the Mason High School dance team on the success of their 2025-2026 season. Section 2, that the Clerk of Council is hereby directed to certify a copy of this resolution to the Mason High School dance team. Section 3, that this resolution shall take effect and be enforced from and after the earliest period allowed by law.
Great. And I'd like to introduce a couple of the coaches, Morgan Elam and Holly Phelps, if they're here. Awesome. Welcome. Yeah. Oh. Just Morgan Elam. Yeah. Yeah. You would? Yeah. Great.
Hi, I'm Morgan. I'm one of the coaches. Holly could not make it. But I just wanted to say something really quick. In my 6 years of coaching, I've never seen a group with so much grit, determination, and passion. This team is truly special. The season wasn't always easy. We've had illnesses, injuries, and challenges along the way, but what makes this team extraordinary is how they responded. They showed up for each other, and because of that, we didn't just win a national title. They earned it with heart, resilience, and incredible bond as a team. I am beyond proud of each and every one of them. Some of them are not here today. But we are so excited to bring this victory back to Mason and just to get the people talking about the sport of dance. Thank you. Do we have a video?
And we have a video of it?
Come on. Hey, you know what? When I take it to the floor. Pump it up. You came to get it crunk with a dame and get it crunk. You came to get it on. 45 hoes in the bank to get it on. Saint to fit it on. Came to get it on. She wanna work that, twerk that. Nope, then again, let me work that. Work that, twerk that. Twerk that. Look, hold up. Move that thing, mommy, move my thing. I mean, do your thing, let me do my thing. Move that thing, mommy, move that thing, mommy, move that thing, mommy. Please tell the DJ, pump it up. I see some haters grilling. I see some ladies chilling. I see that girlie I've been counting the years. She can hop it, he can pump it up. Okay. Take it to the floor. Let's go. You want it. You must first begin to breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in. Breathe out, drop. Now you must learn to crawl out. Look, let's go. What you won't get ready, 'cause it's what you won't get. Drop. We can take it to the window too. Yeah. Move that thing, mommy, move my thing. I mean, do your thing, let me do. Move that thing, mommy, move that thing, mommy. Is everybody ready? Look, pump it up. Just pump it up. Look, like, take it to the floor.
That was Mason High School from Mason, Ohio. On deck is Thompson High School.
Well, Maureen, if you don't mind to hang out just for a little bit, we're going to vote on the resolution, and if we could get a picture, that'd be
Sure,
great.
that'd be great.
Awesome, thanks. So motion to suspend the rule and allow for adoption after the first reading, please.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Yes.
Any opposed? Motion to adopt?
So moved.
Yes.
Council discussion? Roll call, please.
Councilmember Singh,
Yes.
Councilmember Spaeth,
Yes.
Councilmember Swamy, Vice Mayor Gibson,
Yes.
Mayor Stricula,
Yes.
Councilmember Bennett,
Yes.
Councilmember Burrell.
Great. Well, congratulations. We'd love to have a picture if
Of course.
you guys are open to it, so come on up.
Thank you.
All right, that's amazing. Gosh, we've had some just great groups and presentations tonight, so pretty exciting. I think it's all downhill from here. No, it's not. We have visitors recognition first, then it goes downhill after that. Visitors recognition, would anybody like to address council? All right, seeing none, we will move on. Next is going to be a public hearing and a second reading. So we're going to do a motion to read by title only, please.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Yes.
Right. Any opposed? Mr. Forbes.
Approval of a revised concept plan unit development plan for Betty Cottages at 1480 Western Row Road, Betty Cottages PUD.
Awesome. Mrs. Bacon?
Thank you. You've really set me up for failure after all of that. But we'll do our best. So just wait for the screen to catch up with me.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. Thank you, Jennifer. So on the screen before you is what is currently approved for the Betty Cottages PUD. So this is at the northeast corner of Western Row Road and Butler Warren Road. Western Row is at the bottom of the screen. Butler Warren is on the left side of the screen. What you'll see here is that there currently is approved for 6 detached townhomes, and then there is an existing property on the residence. The developer came before Planning Commission in February with a revised concept plan. Planning Commission did deem that this was a major modification, which is why it's before Planning Commission tonight. So they've proposed to increase from the 6 new townhomes to 13 new townhomes. Those are shown in the darker blue on the map. So there are 8 attached townhomes where those original 6 were, and then 5 attached townhomes where the existing home currently is. There's a road off of Western Row Road. There's an existing curb cut there, so they're just using that to connect the site. Everything in green is the proposed open space. Even with the increased density, they're actually showing more open space and more amenities on this plan. They have a walking trail running through the middle of the site. That light blue that you see is floodplain, so it's not developable, but they have a walking trail running around it for the residents. And then they're also proposing a dog park and a playground. If we just go back to what's currently being approved, you can see that roadway on the southeast corner of the site is pretty close to that adjacent property. That adjacent property is the Deerfield Township Cemetery, and so they are not meeting the current setbacks right now. And similarly, they've kept that road location in the same place, so they are proposing to not meet those setbacks there. That's something that Planning Commission was supportive of. So with that, Planning Commission did recommend approval of the concept plan, but I'm available for any questions.
Councilmember Bennett, go ahead.
Is the lack of complying with the setback something that is that part of the change that we're approving? And does Deerfield Township have a say in that?
So they were notified along with all of the neighboring property owners. Because it is a cemetery, there are no residents that would be participating in the public hearing this evening. But it is what's currently on the books, and they didn't have any concerns when it was originally approved, and we haven't heard anything from Planning and Zoning from Deerfield this time around.
For the residents.
Okay, any other questions from council? I'm going to go ahead and open the public hearing at, all right? Is that 8:15? 8:15? Is there any residents here that would like to speak on this ordinance that would like to come and address council or ask questions about this ordinance? We'll give it another 5 seconds. All right. Seeing none, we'll go ahead and close the public hearing also at 8:15. Okay. Motion to adopt.
Second.
Council discussion. Somebody?
When residents come out of the property on the western row, how would they turn left? Are they allowed to turn left onto western row?
Yes, they would be.
They would be?
Mm-hmm.
And that cause any slowdown for the roundabout?
I don't believe so, but Kurt.
No, the access point's actually right across the street from a driveway. There's a driveway across from it, so there's an existing driveway there now. Yep.
And this is the driveway for the current house, and so it's in the same spot as the current driveway.
Great. Any other council discussion? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Councilmember Spaeth?
Yes.
Councilmember Swamy?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Gibson?
Yes.
Mayor Stricula?
Yes.
Councilmember Bennett?
Yes.
Councilmember Burrell?
Yes.
Councilmember Singh?
Yes.
Great. And if it's okay with council, we'll go ahead and take just a quick 5-minute recess to allow some of our friends that don't want to stick around for the rest of it to space and time to be able to leave quietly. So we'll take a quick 5-minute recess, reconvene, less than 5 minutes, actually. 8:20 is when we'll kick things back off. Thanks. All right, ordinance 2026-21, motion read by title only, please.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Yes.
Any opposed? Mr. Forbes.
Authorizing the city manager to enter into a contract with John R. Jurgensen Company for the 2026 street maintenance asphalt program in the amount of $1,734,417.
Mr. Seiler.
Yes, thank you, Mayor and Council. I'd like to discuss 21 through 26, and I'll try to quickly go through these. This is all of these relate to the City of Mason Street Maintenance Program. We maintain over 385 lane miles of roadway throughout the community, and well-timed maintenance is key to maintaining that. Annually, we inspect all the streets in the city, and we give them what we call a PCI, or a pavement condition index, and we use that to help rate which streets need to be resurfaced and then which ones need other maintenance like crack sealing. This year's program, we had a budgeted amount of $1.5 million with a set-aside amount of $1.5 million. To date, we have about $10 million in the set-aside, and that funding helps us to take advantage of attractive pricing and then level out other budget years when we have large streets that might need paving and things like that. To take advantage of the current market conditions, we're recommending authorizing the base and an alternate plus a small set-aside amount this year. That would allow us to pave about 17 lane miles using the base and set-aside this year. John R. Jurgensen was the low bidder this year. We had 3 bidders, and their bid came in at just over $1.5 million. Very competitive bidding, especially with the over the last week, the price of crude going up. We were our timing with this program couldn't have been better because we got really good pricing, and I believe the price of asphalt will go up because crude is going up, and the bituminous material used in asphalt is a byproduct of the processing of fuel. So it will go up. And as well as the price of diesel to haul the asphalt to the site and everything, hauling off the millings, everything related to this program will go up now with the rising fuel prices. So the next one relates to the concrete program, and we used to do this together, and we found that we get better pricing by separating out the concrete work and the asphalt work. And the concrete program this year, Husac Paving was the low bidder, and they have done work for us in the past and done a great job. We like to do the concrete program with an emergency clause that's included in that ordinance tonight, so that work can get out ahead of the asphalt paving. We like to replace the curb on any street that we're going to pave ahead of the asphalt work. So that ordinance does have an emergency clause. The concrete program also includes the annual sidewalk program. This year's sidewalk program will focus on Finsbury Point and the Pipestem subdivisions. We look at the sidewalks in older areas of the city where it's starting to crumble, and look at replacing those first. So we do a little bit each year, and we've done that for since 2007. Again, to take advantage of the pricing, we're recommending both the base and the alternate plus a small amount for a total of $1.166 million in the concrete program. That includes the sidewalk program, and it also includes some work from stormwater funds to replace catch basins and rebuild catch basins that need it. Next is the Reclamite. This is a product that we've been using for several years now. That is, it goes on top of, what we try to do is any street that we paved last year, this year we would apply Reclamite. That helps to seal up some of the real micro cracks that occur, and this product keeps the hairline cracks from coming back. A lot of times if you see a newly paved street and you look at it 2 or 3 years later, even just 2 or 3 years with the sunlight on that pavement, it'll start to have some reflective cracking. This product helps to seal that up, and we believe it adds to the length of the life of the asphalt. So Ordinance 23 authorizes pavement technology Reclamite for an amount not to exceed $160,000. The next 2 ordinances relate to crack sealing and crack filling. They're essentially just 2 different products. The first is Strasser Construction. They were the low bidder for crack seal work. That's just the standard crack seal work that you see applied to streets, and that usually gives us at least 5 to 8 years additional life in pavement. I know a lot of residents don't like the look of it, but those are for roads that ride really well. They're smooth, but they just have cracks, and this helps seal out water from intruding into that. And especially with a winter like we just had, you'll really notice streets that have cracks in them where water gets down in there, and then we have really low temperatures, and that's what creates the potholes. So the difference between that and the mastic is for the deeper cracks where you can really feel a bump when you go across them. That's got a more structure to it, and when that mastic goes into the crack, it actually does help fill in that divot that occurs in the pavement. And J&A has done that work for us the past several years, and they were the low bidder again this year, and they've done good work for us in the past. With the striping program, that's the final ordinance. A&A Safety was a low bid. We got 3 bids on the striping program this year. That's all the pavement markings and the, what we call RPMs, raised pavement markers. Those are the reflective markers that are down the center of the roads and sometimes on the sides of the roads. They do that work, and A&A Safety was their bid was just over $145,000. And so with that, ordinance 2026-21 through 26 are all recommended for adoption. As I mentioned, that one ordinance, 2022, does have an emergency clause on it, and I'll answer any questions you might have about this year's program. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Seiler. Motion to suspend the rule and allow for adoption after the first reading.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Yes. Yes.
Any opposed? Motion to adopt.
Second.
Council discussion? Roll call, please.
Councilmember Swamy,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Gibson,
Yes.
Mayor Stricula,
Yes.
Councilmember Bennett,
Yes.
Councilmember Burrell,
Yes.
Councilmember Singh,
Yes.
Councilmember Spaeth.
Yes.
Ordinance 2026-22, motion to read by title only.
So, second.
All in favor?
Yes.
Any opposed?
Authorizing the city manager to enter into a contract with USAC Paving and Excavating, Inc. for the 2026 street maintenance concrete program in the amount of $1,166,000 and declaring an emergency.
Motion to suspend the rule and allow for adoption after the first reading.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Yes.
Any opposed? Motion to adopt.
So moved.
Second.
Council discussion? Roll call.
Vice Mayor Gibson,
Yes.
Mayor Stricula,
Yes.
Councilmember Bennett,
Yes.
Councilmember Burrell,
Yes.
Councilmember Singh,
Yes.
Councilmember Spaeth,
Yes.
Councilmember Swamy.
Yes.
Item 15, ordinance 2026-23, motion to read by title only.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Yes.
Any opposed?
Authorizing the city manager to enter into a contract with Pavement Technology, Inc. for Reclamite Pavement Rejuvenator in the amount of $160,000.
Motion to suspend the rule and allow for adoption after the first reading.
So, second.
All in favor?
Yes.
Any opposed? Motion to adopt. Council discussion. Roll call.
Mayor Stricula,
Yes.
Councilmember Bennett,
Yes.
Councilmember Burrell,
Yes.
Councilmember Singh,
Yes.
Councilmember Spaeth,
Yes.
Councilmember Swamy,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Gibson.
Yes.
Item 16, ordinance 2026-24, motion to read by title only.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Yes.
Yes.
Any opposed?
Authorizing the city manager to enter into a contract with Strasser Construction, Inc. for crack seal in the amount of $154,000.
Motion to suspend the rule and allow for adoption after the first reading.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Any opposed? Motion to adopt.
So moved.
Second.
Council discussion? Roll call.
Councilmember Bennett,
Yes.
Councilmember Burrell,
Yes.
Councilmember Singh,
Yes.
Councilmember Spaeth,
Yes.
Councilmember Swamy,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Gibson,
Yes.
Mayor Stricula.
Yes. Item 17, ordinance 2026-25, motion to read by title only.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Yes.
Any opposed?
Authorizing the city manager to enter into a contract with J&A Hines, Inc. for mastic in the amount of $100,000.
Motion to suspend the rule and allow for adoption after the first reading.
So moved.
All in favor?
Yes.
Any opposed? Motion to adopt.
So moved.
Second.
Council discussion? Roll call.
Councilmember Burrell,
Yes.
Councilmember Singh,
Yes.
Councilmember Spaeth,
Yes.
Councilmember Swamy,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Gibson,
Yes.
Mayor Stricula,
Yes.
Councilmember Bennett.
Yes.
Item 18, ordinance 2026-26, motion to read by title only.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Yes.
Any opposed?
Authorizing the city manager to enter into a contract with A&A Safety, Inc. in the amount of $175,000 for the 2026 street striping program.
Motion to suspend the rule and allow for adoption after the first reading.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Yes.
Any opposed? Motion to adopt.
So moved. Second.
Council discussion? Roll call, please.
Councilmember Singh,
Yes.
Councilmember Spaeth,
Yes.
Councilmember Swamy,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Gibson,
Yes.
Mayor Stricula,
Yes.
Councilmember Bennett,
Yes.
Councilmember Burrell.
Yes.
Well done, everybody. Okay. Item 19, ordinance 2026-27, motion to read by title only.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Yes.
Yes.
Any opposed?
Authorizing the city manager to enter into a contract with Kings Ford, Inc. for the purchase of one Ford Transit passenger van and one Ford Transit cargo van in the amount of $105,302.
Mr. Seiler, back to you.
Yes, thank you, Mayor and Council. Again, I'm doing them in batches tonight. I'll discuss 27 and 28, both of the fleet purchases tonight. The fleet is really the backbone of allowing us to deliver high level of services to residents, and our fleet currently has 18 vehicles which are due for replacement at a cost of over $1.4 million. However, we run them into the ground, and until they can't, they cost too much to continue to maintain, and that's the case for these two. This first purchase is for two vans. One is a transit passenger van and one is a transit cargo van. They are replacing a 1999 model and a 2003 model that are well past their useful life. That's a total cost of $105,000 for Kings Ford. The second ordinance is 2628, which is for a bucket truck. The prices came in higher than we expected on this. We had $190,000 in the budget this year for it, and the bids, the lowest we could find for what we need was just under $210,000. But this is replacing a 2005 model bucket truck. This literally gets used on a daily basis. We have, I think, over 100 banner poles throughout the city. Just to change banner poles is a job all day around the city, and then repairing lights and changing bulbs and traffic signals. This is a key piece of equipment for us. However, the expectation is that we would get this, if we ordered it now, in early 2028. So there's a 2-year lead time on this truck. We did look into what Duke Energy and some of our traffic, some of the signal, contractors that we use, where they get their trucks, and if they're having a 2-year lead time as well. They use larger trucks that don't work as well in traffic, and a lot of them need the outriggers and things like that that wouldn't allow traffic to go by. So this is a little bit different bucket truck, but it's what we need for our daily use in the city. So for those two purchases, ordinance 27 and 28 are both recommended for adoption, and I'll be happy to answer any questions you might have. They're both, I should say, are purchased through either a State of Ohio purchasing contract or another cooperative purchasing program to get the lowest possible price. So, thank you.
Motion to suspend the rule and allow for adoption after the first reading.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Yes.
Any opposed? Motion to adopt.
So moved.
Second.
Council discussion? Roll call, please.
Councilmember Spaeth,
Yes.
Councilmember Swamy,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Gibson,
Yes.
Mayor Stricula,
Yes.
Councilmember Bennett,
Yes.
Councilmember Burrell,
Yes.
Councilmember Singh.
Yes.
Great. Item 20, ordinance 2026-28, motion to read by title only.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Yes.
Any opposed?
Authorizing the city manager to enter into a contract with Utility Truck Equipment, Inc. for the purchase of one Versalift Model SST37EIH aerial bucket truck in the amount of $209,347.
Motion to suspend the rule and allow for adoption after the first reading.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Yes.
Any opposed? Motion to adopt.
Second.
Council discussion? Roll call, please.
Councilmember Swamy,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Gibson,
Yes.
Mayor Stricula,
Yes.
Councilmember Bennett,
Yes.
Councilmember Burrell,
Yes.
Councilmember Singh,
Yes.
Councilmember Spaeth.
Yes.
Great. Item 21, ordinance 2026-29, motion to read by title only.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Yes.
Sorry. Any opposed?
declaring certain city equipment and property as surplus property and authorizing the city manager to dispose of said equipment and property.
Mr. Hanson.
Thank you, Mayor. As council is aware, the city periodically disposes of equipment that is no longer useful or needed for city operations, and per State of Ohio code, we do that through auction. Surplus includes both used-up equipment, but it can also include unclaimed or forfeited property that's acquired through police activity. And we have found that using internet auction sales continues to be the best method to get the most value, cast a wide net for possible bidders. It's also true that sometimes surplus city property is not sold to the general public, but we may use that after it's been declared surplus for a trade-in when we're purchasing newer models, and sometimes there's residual value that way. What Kurt likes to call running equipment into the ground, I prefer to call deferring replacement of needed equipment to reduce capital costs. But either way, it means very little of the value is remaining in that equipment by the time the city is moving it out of the fleet. There is also in the surplus ordinance items that fall under the $1,000 threshold. That includes furniture fixtures from the Grizzly Golf Course. They're no longer needed with the move and upgrade into the sporting club. Also uniquely includes some expired structural firefighting gear that will be donated to local career centers. So we strive to find, even with equipment that no longer has value to the city, there is sometimes residual reuse value with other uses. With that, ordinance 2026-29 declaring these items surplus is recommended for adoption.
Great, thank you. Motion to suspend the rule and allow for adoption after the first reading.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Yes.
Any opposed? Motion to adopt.
So moved. Second.
Council discussion? Roll call.
Vice Mayor Gibson?
Yes.
Mayor Strickula?
Yes.
Councilmember Bennett?
Yes.
Councilmember Burrell?
Yes.
Councilmember Singh?
Yes.
Councilmember Spaeth?
Yes.
Councilmember Swamy?
Yes.
Great. Item, excuse me. Item 22, ordinance 2026-30, motion to read by title only.
So moved.
All in favor?
Yes.
Any opposed?
Authorizing the city manager to enter into a contract with Benchmark Land Management, LLC, for the Legacy Park PUD signage project in the amount of $941,985 and declaring an emergency.
Mr. Hanson.
Thank you. Mentioning the imminent opening of the Cincinnati Open Sporting Club also reminds us I think most people think that project's all done and neatly put to bed. There is still work involved in that transition, and before you is one of those items that was not completed as part of the original project. As we're working to get that done, there was not a landscape plan or signage plan when we moved forward with the PUD, but that was subsequently approved by Planning Commission at their February 2025 meeting. The city has been working with BMOC since that time, has engaged design consultants to prepare construction plans for campus landmark signage that would both help with wayfinding on the site as well as branding what is city-owned property. 2 signs are included in this ordinance. The first one would be located at Legacy Park Way and Paul Flory, and the second would be replacing what was an existing sign at Courseview Drive and Paul Flory Way. The city opened bids that anticipated at least one of those signs, but interested in moving forward with 2 signs if pricing was favorable, and discovered that pricing would be favorable, and that there was no immediate benefit to only doing 1 sign and no anticipated benefit by waiting from doing the second sign. The 2026 budget includes $750,000 for that project, but when the bids came in the way they did, with a total bid for both signs of $941,000, the recommendation was to move forward with construction of both of those signs. I think favorably, the funds used for these signs are from revenue that was generated by the city's participation and interest on capital improvement deposits that were made by a multitude of partners in order to further the project. So kudos to our finance director for taking care of that and generating some revenue to help with some of these transition costs. Anticipated that the signs the construction will begin in May, and that they will be complete, we hope, in July, just prior to this year's tournament. Once complete, I anticipate the city will be holding some public unveilings along with some other branding opportunities that we hope to initiate on the site. That doesn't mean that the work on this will be done even then. There will be much more work in coming years as we effect the transition, get used to a new campus, some new operations, as well as the new partnership, but believe that these signs will kind of set the tone both for a community asset as well as the profile of tennis. With that, ordinance 2026-30 is recommended. And I'm sorry, there was an emergency clause added in order to move forward with that construction timeline.
Thank you. Motion to suspend the rule and allow for adoption after the first reading.
Moved.
All in favor?
Yes.
Any opposed? Motion to adopt.
So moved.
Second.
Council discussion?
I just have a question real quick. Eric, how many signs in total are we talking about?
Yeah.
Yes, in this one, it's 2, but I think there's place for at least 3 to 5 more.
I was going to say 5 to 7. It depends on what the roads look like in the future, but
Okay.
Well, true.
there's more signs to come.
Okay, thank you.
Any other council discussion? Nope. Roll call, please.
Mayor Strickler,
Yes.
Councilmember Bennett,
Yes.
Councilmember Burrell,
Yes.
Councilmember Singh,
Yes.
Councilmember Spaeth,
Yes.
Councilmember Swamy,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Gibson.
Yes.
Okay, item 23, ordinance 2026-31, motion to read by title only, please.
Moved.
Second.
All in favor? Any opposed?
Authorizing the city manager to enter into a contract with Queen City SMB LLC for the replacement of outfield fencing, top cap, and foul poles at Corwin-Nixon Park ball fields.
Mr. Seiler, back to you.
Yes, thank you. This work would replace a fence that was installed in 1990 with the construction of Nixon Park. It'll replace the existing outfield fence with a 5-foot-tall black vinyl-coated fence that would look much better, last longer, and could potentially accommodate banners in the future if needed. We got quotes from several companies in Queen City SMB. Their quote was the lowest at $104,000. They've done several projects for the city and generally are the most competitive pricing when we get quotes. In the budget, we had $250,000 total for this project. That includes this outfield fence work as well as new batting cage netting, some turf replacement. We're going to do some repairs on the existing overhead netting and some repairs in the asphalt areas around the field, as well as some small drainage improvements. And staff through the winter has replaced all of the fixtures, the toilets, and the sinks in the bathrooms there. So much needed upgrade to the park, and this will be a welcome addition to those improvements. So ordinance 2026-31 is recommended for adoption, and if you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them.
Motion to suspend the rule and allow for adoption after the first reading.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Yes.
Any opposed? Motion to adopt.
So moved.
Second.
Council discussion?
Did you mention the actual cost of this?
Yeah, $104,000.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Any other council discussion? Nope. Roll call, please.
Councilmember Bennett,
Yes.
Councilmember Burrell,
Yes.
Councilmember Singh,
Yes.
Councilmember Spaeth,
Yes.
Councilmember Swamy,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Gibson,
Yes.
Mayor Strickler.
Yes. All right, item 24, ordinance 2026-32, motion to read by title only.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Yes.
Any opposed?
Authorizing the city manager to enter into a contract with Revise for the city website update project.
Mrs. Heft?
Yes, Mayor, members of council, this project has been on our priority list for a couple of years now. The website was last redeveloped in 2012. However, transitions within the organization as well as city priorities, along with some new technology, have really caused the website to become outdated and in need of a complete overhaul and redesign. Then in 2024, the DOJ issued a final ruling revising Title II of the American with Disabilities Act, requiring state and local governments to make their websites and mobile applications accessible for people with disabilities. Our current technology would not allow us to comply with that new ruling. And that had just added an additional layer for the redevelopment of this, need for the redevelopment of the city's website. In 2025, the city successfully filled positions within our PIO office, and that staff was quickly onboarded, allowing this project to move forward to the forefront of other priorities. The PIO office began working with the IT office. They created a team of employees, representative of each department of the city, to provide support to the project. Many of these employees are frontline staff who are accustomed to responding to inquiries as well as using the city's website. So it's a great resource for us to go to on a project of this type. Over the past year, the team has updated information on the website. That was one of their first goals. We figured once that information was updated, then we could easily roll it over into a new redesigned website. They also removed outdated pages. They added some additional options for obtaining information, but really what most people probably use on the website is that search function, and it has breaks in it and hasn't worked for I don't know how many years. It's been very frustrating. We get lots of inquiries because of that. The second thing for them to do was begin evaluating other communities, what they were using, what were some features of the website that was interesting, maybe new technology that we currently weren't using, maybe some new search features that might be out there like AI or chat boxes. Then they invited vendors to submit proposals. They began meeting with those vendors really to begin understanding. This type of project really involves a good working relationship with whatever vendor you are using. Next, they narrowed the scope down to 3 vendors. They followed up with seeking recommendations on those vendors. They continued discussions with them to really understand their methodology for completing the work, follow-up, as well as ongoing maintenance and their customer service. The team ultimately felt Revise had the best proactive approach. Their customer service aligned more closely with city expectations. They had customizable website features that optimized the city's goals, positive reviews from the current clientele of municipalities. Their cost was very competitive. They seemed flexible. We had asked them a number of questions, and they were always very responsive to us. They're a mid-sized company, and which seems for our being a mid-sized organization, it seemed a really nice fit, and that they'd be able to respond to our customer service needs. They have in-house staff, and they seem to be a one-stop shop, which is nice for maintaining consistency and alignment. Revise provided example site that the team was able to test and evaluate. They used some of the search capabilities and really found it to have a really nice from a customer service perspective to be really well done. Revised proposal included a 5-year contract for $50,000 for the design of the city's website. That will include ADA compliance, new technologies, as I indicated, such as AI, some chat features, translation capabilities into different languages, which I think is very important for our diverse community. There's an $8,400 maintenance cost per year annually, but they do offer a free design refresh after 4 years. We included contingency amounts in case over those next 4 years there was any new technologies that come out that, or as we're developing any website, if they became aware of any new technologies, we might be able to incorporate it into this. So we built in a contingency amount as well. Budget for this project included $250,000, but we do expect some additional expenses as some things like promotional or tutorial videos that could be added to the website. We may need some additional funds to enhance links between the website and other city software like OpenGov, our tax reporting, the community center registration process. The project will span much of this year, we anticipate, and likely probably won't be fully functional until 2027. I'd just like to remind everybody, the websites, I've been through this before, several occasions, they're like artwork. Everybody has their own way of searching, and we'll try to incorporate as many features as we can for how people search for information on a website. But the look and the appearance is gonna It's going to vary by person out there and what they truly like. So we're still working through the development process, and we anticipate some ongoing employee testing. We'll have to figure out the schedule, how we roll it out, and how we're communicating it to the public. So with that, ordinance 2026-32 is recommended for adoption. I'm happy to answer any questions.
Thank you. Motion to suspend the rule and allow for adoption after the first reading.
So moved.
All in favor?
Yes.
Any opposed? Motion to adopt.
So moved.
Great. Council discussion?
Mayor.
Yeah, please.
I know a number of people who are pretty excited about this prospect. And I was wondering if you're at the point now where you know when there might be some user testing, user experience kinds of things.
Until this is approved, we really haven't even laid out a process for it yet, so we'll make sure we work it into it.
Councilmember Swamy?
Is this, as part of this redesign, do you have the idea to migrate the domain to .gov? Because I think there is some grant and stuff available, right, to do that at the state level?
Yes, and I think it's, there was legislation out there requiring some government entities to move to that, so we do need to do a little more research on that. That's a little bit more detailed, but we're hoping maybe to make that move. It adds a security layer.
Right, Cyber Ohio or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Any other council discussion? I had a quick question myself. I know you kind of alluded to it, but seems like there's like a separate platform for the community center and for the city, and you're kind of bouncing around all over the place. That's going to streamline all of that into one.
They're still separate
Hopefully, maybe?
platforms.
Okay,
No,
okay.
but
Oh,
we do
okay,
just
okay,
link
okay.
to them.
Okay.
Yeah, there's such specialized software, it's very
Yeah.
difficult for us to incorporate
Sure.
it into
Okay.
the website, so
All right.
we link to them.
Perfect. Thanks. Roll call.
Councilmember Burrell?
Yes.
Councilmember Singh?
Yes.
Councilmember Spaeth?
Yes.
Councilmember Swamy?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Gibson?
Yes.
Mayor Stricula?
Yes.
Councilmember Bennett?
Yes.
Great. Item 25, ordinance 2026-33. Motion to read by title only, please.
So moved.
All in favor? Yes. Any opposed?
Authorizing the city manager to enter into a contract with Avalon Technologies in an amount not to exceed $250,000 for the replacement and upgrade of core infrastructure servers and data storage, and declaring an emergency.
Mrs. Heft.
Yes, Mayor, members of council, while this project is probably not as exciting or creative as the last one I spoke about, it is far more significant for maintaining essential city services. Ordinance 2026-33 authorizes staff to purchase the infrastructure and licensing that will replace and upgrade servers and data storage systems for core city services such as phones, the financial software, data backups, cybersecurity system, monitoring user access, and the GIS system. The current servers were purchased in 2019 and have exceeded the estimated useful life of around 5 years for this type of technology. Unlike the website, these systems often run in the background, but as this hardware system aged, the risk of unplanned outages, security attacks, extended downtime increased significantly. The 2026 budget included $250,000 for this project. If authorized, delivery of the hardware system is anticipated to take 12 to 14 weeks. We anticipate another 2 to 3 weeks for installation. Likely the project would not be completed to mid to late summer. During installation, we do not anticipate any disruption to city services. However, we do have existing off-site recovery systems that do continuous backup on servers and the data, and full redundancy system in place during the transition. With that, ordinance 2026-33 is recommended for adoption. I'm happy to answer any questions.
Thank you. Motion to suspend the rule and allow for adoption after the first reading.
So moved.
All in favor?
Yes.
Any opposed? Motion to adopt.
So moved.
Second.
Council discussion. Roll call, please.
Councilmember Singh?
Yes.
Councilmember Spaeth?
Yes.
Councilmember Swamy?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Gibson?
Yes.
Mayor Stricula?
Yes.
Councilmember Bennett?
Yes.
Councilmember Burrell?
Yes. Great. Old and new business.
Mayor,
Yes,
I have
Councilmember Spade.
2 items. First of all, the Planning Commission met on March 3rd, and Vice Mayor Gibson and I are both on the Planning Commission. We considered 2 items. One was the final PUD and the landscape plan for the International Academy, and that's going to be located on Financial Way. It's in the current Sibsey Klein building. I guess it's empty right now, right? And they will need to come back to Planning Commission for any proposed signage for that building. And then the second item is Taglios. They were also presenting a final PUD and landscape plan. That is a pizza place that's going to be there on the property where Dorothy Lane Market is, at the corner of Western Row and Mason Montgomery, and they're going to be located right next to that nail salon I think I mentioned at the last meeting. And they had actually received approval back in June in 2025, but they came back to Planning Commission with some changes to the building. So, and then I also just want to report on the America 250 Committee, and we have council members Bennett and Burrell also on that, and we met on February 18th. The staff came and updated us on what they have been very busy doing, and there was a big emphasis on what is currently on our website. If you go on the website imaginemason.org and on all the things that scroll across the top, when you get to the America 250, you have to tap on that, and then it will take you to a page that describes all the events that the city's been working on. And just briefly, one of them is the 250 hours of community service, which you can get a form printed. I think you can even fill it online there, can't you? So it looks sort of like this, 250 hours of community service. And then there's also the 250 minutes of the wellness challenge. That's also, you can get that from the website. They also, it talks about the Mason Historical Society historical tour, what plays the Mason Community Players will be presenting this year. There's also a contest of, well, it's not a contest, but they're asking for people to send in a video to say what America means to me, and they're going to show that at Red Rhythm and Boom. There's also talks about the partnership opportunities that could happen with the City of Mason, and you would discuss that with the events team. The community calendar is organizes all the events that are going to be happening by any participating group in our community. And then also there's going to be an America 250 mailer, either late March or early April, to let people know what's happening with the 250th celebration. The Mason Historical Society also came to the meeting and presented their ideas on events, and staff is currently working with them to figure out how we're going to be able to partner with them. Also, the American Legion and the Mason Veterans Board are finalizing plans for Memorial Day, and this will be the kickoff event for the America 250 celebration. Other events include Red Rhythm and Boom, and on 9/11, which is the 25th anniversary this year, which is kind of strange as it's 250th year celebration, and it's also the 25th anniversary of 9/11. So our next meeting is in April. I'm not going to say the specific date yet because I don't think you've announced it publicly. Have you? I don't think you have. But anyway, I'm going to put a challenge out to all council members for the wellness challenge and the community service hours. I think you can do that all year long, right? You turn them in by the end of the year. So I'm challenging every one of you to beat me, because I'm going to participate in both, and let's see at the end of the year who has the most community service hours and who has done the most on the wellness challenge. Uh-oh, nobody looks excited.
Does sitting in on council meetings count towards the 200?
Maybe it's the wellness challenge, I don't know.
Do you have copies of those for everybody?
Or we have to print?
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yep.
okay. All right.
You get a printer.
I'm having printer trouble at home, so that's why I was asking. Yeah. Sounds good. Awesome. Anything else, Councilmember Spade? Okay.
So I had one. We talked also about reading the declaration in our May meeting and signing a banner that, I don't know, Jennifer, you wanted to say a little bit more about the banner you guys are going to print out? You showed us some samples of that.
Yeah, we're creating a banner that has the Declaration of Independence on it, and then on the lower portion of it is a place for everybody to sign. So we will be hosting it at several events, like Music in Mason, Red Ribbon Boom, and people want to come over to the tent or the table and sign it. And then you'll also receive a smaller copy of the Declaration of Independence once you sign. So you'll hear more about it. There should be information on the website talking about it, so hopefully you will participate with us. And then at the May council meeting, we'll actually ask council to sign it here
And we're thinking we would read it as well, right?
and read it as well.
Sort of as the kickoff right ahead of Memorial Day, sort of the kickoff of the kickoff.
Okay. Like the entire declaration?
We have it broken up in sections for
It's not that, I was just saying, yeah.
Yeah, I propose we
always start
read the
with
whole thing.
preamble,
It
yeah.
doesn't take
Yeah.
long.
Yeah.
We
It's
do
not
it
too-
every July
okay.
4th. We've been doing it for a while. Each person reads a little bit, and
Love it.
figured we could go around.
You guys have been active. Thank you very much. Any other old and new business? My mic is really loud, sorry. Any other old and new business? Nope. What's that? Do we do that now, or we have recognition of visitors first, right? It's super old business. Is it? Do we do it now, or you want to do recognition of visitors first? Let's do recognition of visitors real quick. Would anybody like to come up and address council? Out of three. You guys are all alone, so we can stare right at you as we look at it. Okay. All right, so no recognition of visitors. Yeah, while we're waiting, real quick, need a motion to add executive session to the agenda.
So moved.
Okay. And before we adjourn for that, we do have a special event this month. Anyway, this is great, by the way. This has been 3 months in a row now. We have a birthday, all right? It is Vice Mayor Gibson's birthday this month, just a couple days ago. So we'll sing happy birthday to him, and then we'll adjourn. If anybody wants, I'm turning my microphone off. If anybody wants to start, yeah. Happy birthday, Scott. Awesome, and while we're doing that, if I can get a motion to adjourn into executive session for the purpose of discussing employee compensation, please. Second? Do we have a second? Great. All in favor? Yes. Sorry, we need roll call for that. Sorry, roll call.
Councilmember Bennett?
Yes.
Councilmember Burrell?
Yes.
Councilmember Singh?
Yes.
Councilmember Spaeth?
Yes.
Councilmember Swamy?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Gibson?
Yes.
Mayor Stricula?
Yes.